What's going on, guys? So you guys have probably seen the new trailer. I wanted to go over a few things about the trailer that I didn't show in the first video that I just kind of found out about after having this trailer for a little while now. So looking underneath, I was actually surprised to see that it utilizes a boxed frame all the way around. It's the same boxing that is used on the front A-frame section, but it's used all the way around. Now, this piece right here, the cross members, are kind of this interesting bent or formed steel. You can see how it looks here. It's flanged over and then it's screwed into from the decking above. You can see that it is all protected underneath with an undercoating. But yeah, this is what the underside of the trailer looks like. All leaf sprung suspension. You know, I could definitely raise the back up, make it a little bit more level if I flip the leaf springs on top of the axles. You know, a cool project here, since it is boxed, is possibly switching this out to a torsion axle system. But it's actually pretty clean under here. I'm pretty surprised, to be honest with you. You know, there's several upgrades that I'm going to be doing to this. And very cool little trailer. And then something else that you really couldn't see in the first video because of the shadows were these really cool little supports on the back. So you put these down, and these give you the ability to have the ramp door down, so if I'm loading anything into the back of the trailer, it doesn't tip back on me. So those are really nice. You probably saw the inside too, that there are cleats on the floor, which was actually kind of interesting because my larger 20-foot trailer doesn't have those. And my larger 20-foot trailer uses two I-beams that are welded side by side as the main structural support for the floor, whereas this one actually uses a boxed section, which is kind of interesting. And some folks also didn't notice the lights, so people were asking if I had brake lights and turn signals. Absolutely do. Some really nice LED light strips back here. Nice and shiny diamond plate right there as well. You know, and even though these trailers have skyrocketed in price and they're a lot more expensive than they used to be before COVID, I still feel like I got a pretty good value considering, you know, I've looked around the trailer, I've looked at all the different components, and everything seems to be assembled pretty well. So it's possible that, you know, COVID has caused the industry to slow down a little bit more, but, you know, in many ways it's caused them to speed up. But with less people working on them, it's hard to say what's actually happened in this specific area. But what I can tell you is the quality of this trailer from the same manufacturer, it's CargoMate, as my first one. This one appears to be better in terms of fit and finish. So I'm pretty surprised because, you know, the rush in building these things, getting them out the door, it might have actually slowed some of them down. They may have actually had more time to spend really, you know, turning out a better product, because I'm pretty surprised with the overall construction of this trailer. I already got some things ordered. I made a post on my Instagram page and my community board showing that I already have the new tires ordered, and I'm going to try the Trans Eagle. So those are the G-rated 15-inch tires versus these Rainier tires that are on here, and these are C load range. A lot of people are wondering, once I put those tires on, are they dramatically going to stiffen up the ride inside of this trailer? They likely will, but the fact is, this thing's already going to have a pretty stiff ride inside of it, and the tires aren't going to add to a tremendous amount of suspension on a trailer this small, especially considering you can really only load about 1,500 pounds into it. So that is the reason why I'm going to upgrade the tires. The funny thing is, each of the tires that I'm getting can actually support the entire weight of the trailer by themselves. So definitely a robust tire, and I'll give you my feedback on those whenever they come in. But that's not the reason we're shooting the video today. I think you guys might have an idea. All right, so when it comes to securing trailers, you guys know that I usually have a couple brands that I go to. Probably the first one that you've seen on most of my trailers is the Fort Knox locks. It's basically kind of an encompassing style lock system that encases the entire front assembly, but those locks can be pretty pricey. The second brand I go to is very similar. In my opinion, it probably is a little nicer from an overall fit and finish perspective, and that's a Proven lock system by Proven Industries. That lock is very much the same in terms of how it protects your coupler by covering up the entire assembly, and that's very cool. And I'll probably put one of those on this specific trailer, so whenever they arrive, I'll let you know what my opinion is on both of those. But I wanted to get this thing secured as quickly as possible, so I went ahead and ordered a lock for my good friends over at etrailer.com. Now, when it comes to trailer locks, the way I would kind of categorize it, instead of saying good, better, best, I would say 1 through 10. And 1 through 5 are all pretty horrible locks. I mean, they're locks that you can buy from a lot of different places, but they are incredibly easy to break apart to get into and access the trailer coupler. Now, there are some that are a little better than others, but for the most part, if I rank it 1 through 5, it's probably not one that you'd want to buy. 6 through 10 is where I think good, better, best starts. Again, because there's a lot of them that fall below good into the poor quality or the fair quality or the average quality. And this specific lock I would easily qualify as a good lock. Not better or best, simply because you don't get into those locks until you start spending in the $200 to $300 price range. But a good lock is one that will protect your coupler, will make it a little bit more difficult than some of the other locks to break into, and will just protect it for a longer period of time, and it just takes more effort for somebody to try to take it off. Any lock is a deterrent, right? Somebody with enough skills can pick it, somebody with enough skills and equipment can grind it off or break it off. It's just how noisy are they going to be and how long is it going to take. So the purpose of this video is to go over this etrailer coupler lock that I got in. Now, it's really cool. I mean, it's a very, very heavy aluminum, so it's not ultra lightweight like you've seen on some aluminum locks. It has a nice two-sided automotive style key that goes into this assembly here, and it basically locks this pin into place, which slides into the bottom side of your coupler. Now, this is a 2-inch coupler, and this one's designed to fit both a 1 7/8 as well as a 2-inch coupler. So this will work for most of your smaller trailers. If you have a larger trailer, they have something similar to this that will fit on the 2 5/16 inch ball coupler. But it's very simple how it works. Let's go and unbox this thing so I can show you how it works and how quick it is. Okay, now I have it unboxed. Basically what you do is you split this apart, the key comes out, you unlock it, and then this slides out, kind of like it would work if it was on the coupler. You have the little pin right here. This is a steel pin with an aluminum housing, and the aluminum housing is very heavy. It's not an ultra lightweight aluminum, again, like you see on some of them. So what you'll do is you'll come down here, simply slide it over the end, put that in place, and then while you're holding it in place, you're going to lock it. So about the only thing I think critical about it is that it's a two-handed operation. It's not something that you can simply just press that up and it will lock in place. It'd be nice if you could simply press the actual hole or this piece pop out, so whenever you put it up, you just press it in place, but you have to put the key inside, press it up, and then turn it and close it. And now it's secure. So it encompasses this area right here, and it has a peg that goes inside, and it just makes it really difficult to just walk up to and take. You would have to have tools, you would have to have the means of either breaking this off or picking the lock. Again, this falls definitely into that good category. One of the reasons why is because this is only about 40 bucks. So it's not very expensive. It's very affordable, easy to get, and you know, they can ship this out very quickly, and it just gives you that extra peace of mind. Also, use a coupler lock pin right here as well. This is going to prevent it from just sliding over any ball and driving away. So anything you can do, especially if you have layers of security, can definitely come in handy if you're trying to protect your trailer. And you guys may have noticed I've switched back to my B&W 3-ball hitch. So this has all 3 popular ball sizes, and this is the tow and stow, so I can flip this around and underneath when I'm not using it. And the reason why I did this, not because the WaySafe hitch that I had has any problems at all, but the reason I put this on is because this is a 2-inch coupler. All my other trailers have a 3 5/16 inch coupler, and this is really nice because all I have to do is pop this pin out, pop that like this, and you can see it just rotates to whatever specific ball I need at that moment. And it's very, very quick and easy to set up, so I'm not out here for any extended period of time trying to get it done. And you can actually do this. You can slide it up here, spin it up, and then just kind of pop it into place. And you can actually just put the pin in with one hand, slide it up like this, and then slide it back into place. Then pop your pin in to secure it, and you're good to go. And this is for the 3-inch receiver that's on some Super Duties. So not all Super Duties will have a 3-inch, some will have a 2.5 inch, but this is for the 3-inch receiver. And then I have the really nice locking pin here. But yeah, this is my setup right now, and I will experiment with a few other, and I am likely to upgrade to a more secure method of locking the front, but this is a very affordable, very practical, and very functional coupler lock, right? So this is going to be able to just keep your trailer a little bit more secure. Again, there's nothing that can prevent someone who's dedicated and who is really, really looking to steal your trailer or to do something. I mean, a lot of people, believe it or not, they've actually cut the front off of trailers. They've grinded these off. They've done all sorts of different things to access trailers. And there's ways to do it, but a lot of them take a lot of time and they're incredibly noisy. But this is a pretty good solution and it will work for now. Anyways, guys, I'll put a link to this in the description of this video if this is something you may be interested in adding to your trailer. Again, got it from my folks over at eTrailer. This is actually a really cool coupler pin that I got from the folks at WaySafe. So WaySafe provided this. eTrailer sells these and probably 25 other versions of coupler locks. So you're bound to have one for just about any type of trailer or coupler you have. Anyways, guys, I sure hope you enjoyed this video. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.